green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he's knocked down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Second down coming up. Gets it out fast. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To throw, it's Wade. Using the quick game. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money line. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Setting up the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Offense set on 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bermudez. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mean Green. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Mustangs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Charles. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Shows him the stiff arm. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They keep attacking through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The Mustangs are threatening on first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
Brings it in down the left side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, North Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Safe completion on the screen. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bermudez. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had a touchdown pass on that one. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Wade. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's... And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
And down for the sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. To the air. It's Wade. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Muscling ahead on third and short. Tackled after picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Mean Green. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Bermudez. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Bermudez. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback moving. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Mustangs are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Pocket starts to collapse. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air, it's Bermudez. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They're bringing heat. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They're trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Catch in the middle. It's Etienne. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, it's Bermudez. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Wiggins. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the counter. Bulls his way forward. And he used that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without... And it's intercepted! A turnover for the defense. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He finds his man. Tackled immediately after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wade. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Boom. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by just one over Wake Forest. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's Bermudez. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Charles. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The aerial assault continues. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man on the outside. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? And now on second down for this offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Grabbed in the middle, it's Charles. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense lining up for a first down play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He's past the 30. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.